Welcome to the Lexi's Leukemia channel. Today, we're making Valentine cards and cookies for my friends.
Alright, so we are going to get started on our little crafty homemade Valentine. Not only do we not get out to the store lately due to everything, but I always think that homemade is better, right?
Yeah, because you stay at home.
You stay at home and it's something from your heart. So Lexi had a couple of friends that she wanted to send some Valentines to. So we are going to make some cards, and then later we're going to decorate some heart cookies and send those in the mail for Valentine's Day. So what I've done to get us prepped is I've gotten together all the supplies we need to make our card, and I've made some of the cuts. So I'm an avid scrapbooker. Most people don't know that about me. I love scrapbooking cards. I don't really have a lot of time, but I have a huge case full of arts and crafts and scrapbooking supplies. So for this card, you are going to need just regular old cardstock. And what I always do is check and see which size of fancy envelope I have. And normally it's the kind that you can just fold the cardstock in half. Make sure you've got it just right, and then where that little point is, just make a little point at the top. Take your paper cutter, your straight edge, and just get that little point right in there. And what it does is it cuts your paper, your cardstock in half for you. So then you will fold the card over like this, and that will be the base for your card. So that is step number one. Make sure you have taken your cardstock and cut it down to the size that you need. The next step I like to do when making cards is layering different styles of paper. So I have a big book. I have several, but this is one of them. It has all different kinds of pretty colored paper inside, and since this was Valentine's Day, I let Lexi choose what she wanted to do, and she picked this cute little paper that has hearts on it and says hello. So all I did was use this as my template, and I marked with a pencil on the white side of the paper where to cut, so I can make it the exact same size as the cardstock. And then what we are going to do is we are going to tape with our glue runner tape this paper to the cardstock, and then we're gonna embellish it even more. But I want to go ahead and get this done first and then get the card folded, because Lexi is going to want to draw a little bit. So let's get going. Lexi, are you ready to help me? Yep. All right, so I'm gonna angle the camera down so that you can see what we are doing. So the first thing we're gonna do, Lex, is we are going to flip this up. This is
it hot?
our brand new tape thing, see?
Is it hot?
And there's tape inside there.
Is it hot?
It's not hot, it's just sticky. It's like a glue tape. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run this, watch me, and then you're gonna do one. You're gonna run this on the edge. Eventually, once it gets, there we go. Gonna run this on the edge like this, and you can hear it clicking, and as you can see, it dispensed a layer of double sticky glue type tape.
You can kind of see it.
Alright, you ready to do it?
Yeah.
So you're gonna hold it, and then you're gonna run it. Gotta push. Okay, so what you gotta do is you gotta really push, okay? So you gotta hold your finger right there, and then you're gonna pull, push down, push down and pull. And you're just gonna run it along the edge of the paper. Very good, I'll fill in a little gap there for you. All right, next one.
Okay.
Go. Great job. Last side. job. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to add a couple diagonals, maybe 3 or 4 down the center. So that way, when the paper gets folded, it's not wrinkly. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your sticky and you are going to try to match up this on top of that. And then if we need to, we can trim any excess edges. So once you get it lined up, all right, you're going to help me press it down. Press, press, press. And see how good of a job I did cutting. Not too bad. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this extra edge here. So just line that up.
Let me just line that up.
Hold on to it with a good grip.
Just like it did.
And then it just cuts off that edge for you.
What? Is that magic?
Is it magic?
I don't know.
And then you're left with your little scrap there.
Let's just put it away in the trash.
So then you're ready to fold this. And you can kind of hear the tape under there, so that's why you wanted to tape it really good in the center. And then you're gonna match up the edges as best you can. May not be exact, but it'll be close. And you really want to fold this. And then I like to take something, any good straight edge will do. Today I'm gonna use my phone. And I'm just gonna use the back of it. And you literally are just running it over the edge here. And it does a better job than your finger of just getting a crisp, clean edge when you fold the card. So now that we have this taped onto our card and folded, you are going to make sure you double check, because since this has lettering on it, if you're using anything with lettering, just beware that when you fold it, one side is now going to be upside down. So we're going to use this as the back side and this as the front side, so everything will go on the front. And I like a really layered look for cards. So what I've got here is I've got this double-sided paper that I've cut down to size, and we're going to use the textured side because it matches a little better. And basically, I've just cut it so that it gives just a nice little hint of the border creeping around. And then what we're going to do is take this sparkly pink paper, and then we're going to layer that inside there. And then what we're going to do is take this stamp that says friend on it, and we're going to stamp it on to this. And then it will be a layered effect. So, very exciting. So the first thing we're going to do is stamp everything, and then we are going to get it all together with our adhesive tape. So we'll probably just do a quick little montage so that way you don't have to see it in real time, because that would take forever. Alright, so here we go, Lex. So just coming back in to say that when I want to clean my stamps, I have this, it's called Stays On All-Purpose Cleaner, and all I do is put it directly on the stamp. It's nice and wet, and it is basically, it's acid free, and it will get the ink. see right off your stamp. So basically, you just
And now we have a stamp paper for everyone.
get it wet and then use this. It may not complete, like it still might have a hint of the color, especially if you use a really bright color. But most of it will come off. And it's an easy way to not have a ton of mess and be standing at your sink. Ta-da!
But if you paint it.
Alright, so now that we've done that, let's finish the rest of the front of the card. Alright, Lexi, we gotta tape everything on, okay?
Tape everything on.
Alright, now we have the front of our card all done.
It's the front.
This is what it looks like with all the different layers.
That's my tennis card.
That'll be everyone's card. So now we're going to go on the inside, and Lexi wants to put Happy Valentine's Day at the top with the wooden stamps. So I find it easier to lay out all the stamps in the order that you need them, and then pick your color. By the way, I'm using the Stays On brand ink as well. I do not remember where I got this from, if it was like a craft store like Joann's or Michael's. I don't know. I've had this stuff for years. Yes. So this works really well, these ink pads. I also have these markers that I haven't used in forever. They're like ink markers that can color multiple colors onto one ink stamp, but for what we're doing, we're just doing this. So what color do you want Happy Valentine's Day to be in? We've got red, and we have purple, green, orange, and I have a blue one somewhere. I just don't know where it is. So we've also got purple, orange, and green. So which color do you want the Happy Valentine's Day to be in? Green? You sure you want green, or do you want a color that matches with our card? Because I don't think green necessarily, green doesn't say Valentine's. So I would say either do the orange or the red. Orange? Perfect.
Because it matches the outside.
That's right, it does. Alright, so we're going to montage this up too, because it would take forever to do this real time.
Yeah, it would take forever.
Alright, so we're going to bend this back down again so you can see. And let's get our stamps. We ran out of room for the S. We should have started a little farther over, but that's all right, isn't it, Lexi?
Yeah, it's alright.
Because the idea is you want the card to look homemade, and after all, it is coming from a 4-year-old, so it doesn't matter. So now I'm going to let Lexi take her pencil, and she can draw whatever she wants at the bottom, and then she can sign her name. Well, I meant your colored pencils. So Lexi's all done.
The red thing is like.
Okay. So all we have left is I took my little stamp, and this just says handmade for you by.
The thing is the game. The red thing is
And I stamped it on some orange. So that way we can affix it to the back of the card right there. And I needed to make it a little bigger so that Lexi had enough room to write her name. So Lexi's going to write her name on the back, and then we'll tape it, and then that'll be it for our card.
the red thing is that this.
All right, come on. Can you write your name on it?
Sure.
Use the red one. Lexi. Right up here. Okay. Very good.
I think I see about it right there.
Alright. Let's tape this on real quick.
So we can kind of like go in the house.
Huh?
We can kind of like go in the house. Oh,
Okay.
are we going in the house?
No, we can't. We're not going into their house. Only in front of church.
Oh,
Press it down. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
And so there's the back. So let me bring this up so we can show you guys. Alright. So here is the front of our card.
I'm going to tell you everything about the inside.
And then on the inside it says Happy Valentine's Day. And then there is what Lexi drew.
So the figures that you can see is me and McKenna, and the thingy that I drew like below us is a game, and those little circle things he's a ball, and those you kind of know like the chairs in the playroom is like bins that have like toys in.
Ah, very good. So this is for one of her friends from nursery at church. So this card is all done, and it will go into the envelope. And then we have some cookies that we're going to decorate with royal icing, some heart-shaped cookies that we are going to include in these cute little Valentine's boxes which I will show you at the end. So, what do you want to say, Lexi?
So,
Talk nice and loud so they can hear you.
so subscribe and hit the bell if you want to see more Leukemia Warrior videos.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.